cooking. I'm just gonna start it off there, man. We cooking. We cooking. Month of June is blessing us, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. No intro. I'm getting straight into it. You know what I mean? I'm getting straight into it. Check it out. Monday, 471. Tuesday, 525. Wednesday, 573. We didn't trade on Thursday. Friday, 299. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I low-key crashed out this day. Not bad, but I did break a rule of mine. And I'm gonna dig into it. You already know what time it is. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about these 20 accounts, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is 6 days. 6 days. We made about $3,500 on all 20 accounts. That's like 69 racks. I'm not gonna lie. So if everything goes well, I plan on taking a withdrawal next week, and then we're gonna see if Apex approves it. To my understanding, I've been following their 30% rule. That's where most people tend to go wrong. But to my understanding, I've been following it. The only day where I can say where I thought it was iffy was this day, but even still with this day, I was still following the rules. So we're gonna see if they approve this payout. I want to get, obviously, you guys know I want to get it to 4,600 in total. So I need like $1,100 more dollars. From there, I'll request $2,000 off of each account. That should be a $40,000 payout. And you need a minimum of 8 days of trading. So yeah, we cooking, man. We cooking. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Monday. So this was Monday's trade. Monday's trade, we were in a 1 hour demand, but on the 5 minute, the 200 EMA and the 50 SMA and the 13 EMA, they were all in the right spots. I marked up this 5 minute demand right here because I was expecting for price to go back down and tap into it. But you can see we had a break of structure over here. We broke structure here, and then we broke structure here. So when we had this nice bullish candle, I got in on the candle close, stop loss right under the candle, which was also under the demand. I went up to the 1 minute. There was a resistance on the 1 minute, and there was also a support on the 1 minute. But we ended up breaking past that resistance on the 1 minute, taking it for a 1-to-1. And I think it went for like a 1-to-2 or 1-to-3. But we kept a 1-to-1 because it was Monday and we just trying to get our win and get off. We not trying to force nothing. We just getting our W and we getting off. So that was Monday's trade. Tuesday trade. This one took discipline. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one took discipline. So check it out. We had this 5 minute supply up here. 5 minute supply. You can see it rejected out of it. As soon as I got this nice bearish candle under the 200, the 50, and the 13 EMA, I got in. Candle close. We got a little bit of profit, came back up, and it just played around. And honestly, just played around. These little squares right here, these were like support, 1 minute supports that it was building, and then there was also a 1 minute supply on both. And then eventually we held, we went up, we got close to hitting the stop loss, but we kept rejecting that 13 and 50 and the 200 EMAs, which gave me confidence. So we ended up holding the whole time. We didn't close no contracts. We held the whole time. Took it for a 1-to-1. It eventually went back down. Right here, it got caught on the support right here, and it went back up, but I just held through. I had confidence in this trade. Again, we rejected the 13 EMA, dropped back down, it played around on this support right here, hit it for the 1-to-1, called it a day, and it ended up dropping more as soon as it broke that support. So that was Tuesday's trade, right? Wednesday's trade. I got FOMO on this, I'm not gonna lie. I normally wait. I saw this nice bearish candle. I got in. I normally wait a little bit longer to see what price is going to produce. I got FOMO and I got in. Candle close. I closed contracts right here because I can clearly see that it was going against me. So I closed 100% of contracts right there. I really only got in because it was rejecting. It was rejecting up here, and then it ended up dropping, creating like a resistance right here. But I just got FOMO on this nice bearish candle. I got FOMO. I thought it was gonna break this support and then continue to drop. So I got FOMO. They caught me lacking. My risk was lowered on this though, because I knew that I caught a little bit of FOMO. So this was the second trade. I saw this liquidity right here, and I knew there was liquidity right there and liquidity right there. So this is what I did. There was a 1 hour demand. You can see I kind of got it marked up, and I had this double bottom support right here. I ended up getting in, breaking a candle. I didn't get it on the candle to close. I got in breaking the candle because the 15 minute and the 1 hour was looking very bullish, and you have this double bottom mixed with a 1 hour demand. So I got in break of the candle right there. Stop loss was put under. We kind of went into drawdown a little bit, built on 1 minute demand. It reacted off the 1 minute demand, took out this liquidity right here, and then boom, as soon as it hit here, if I'm not mistaken, no, I think when it hit here, you kind of see there was like a little bit of support or resist. I think it was resistance right here. I ended up moving my stop loss to break even. We took out that liquidity right there, and we were also going into a 15-minute supply. So I was nervous when I saw it reject, but we ended up rejecting that 13 and the 200 EMA. And the 200 ended up crossing the 13 as well, and the 13 ended up crossing the 50. So we hit for the 101, and then we called it a day. You can see. So that was a simple setup. And this is what the 15-minute looked like. 15-minute, we had that double bottom support. We were in a 1 hour demand, but I really liked the rejection off that the 15-minute as well too. So it just made sense to me. I got in break of the candle, stop loss under the support, and that was that. Hit for a 1-on-1, took out liquidity. Now this was Friday. I told myself that I wasn't gonna get in unless it was a 13 EMA breakout. That's what I told myself. Now, again, I'm human. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I am human. So I ended up actually, sorry, I'm trying to add the second one for you guys. So I ended up actually, getting in, breaking the candle. I got some FOMO. Stop loss under the wick. We played around. It hit stop loss. But I did end up cutting some of my losses early. Now, second trade. This one I got in late. This was FOMO for sure. This week I had a couple instances where I had some FOMO. It dropped, and I knew it was gonna continue to drop, so I ended up getting in, breaking the 200 EMA, which I normally don't do. I held for it to I held as much as possible. My take profit was actually a lot lower, but I ended up holding. It ended up coming back up. I got out right here as soon as it came up because I was so close to hitting TP. I got out, and as you can see, it dropped back down and hit TP. So I ended up profiting that $299. So that's how that's how this week went, man. I'm not really trying to focus on this week. Again, we broke our rules. We took over. Also on this Friday, I also took a second trade that I lost, but it didn't copy for some reason. So we broke our rules on this day. And then I wasn't too happy about having a little bit of FOMO on this day, and I think it was Wednesday. So we're profitable 1870, but again, I'm not. We passed that, man. We on bigger and better things now, man. We trying to get to the bag. We trying to get to the bag for real, because if we make $1,100, I'm taking that withdrawal, 40 grand. I need it. So that's how this week went down. Again, I'm not gonna harp too much on it. It is what it is. But I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Let's jump into this next week, and let's see how this go. This is a weekly recap, man. It's time to get to it. It's time to get to the bag. Other than that, that's all I got. I'm out. Peace.